From Milan now to everyone's favourite Manchester.
Yeah, we've suckered you in now.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the Manchester United podcast. I mean, we've got the mugs. So I think we're the mugs, actually.
Yeah, we are the mugs because I stayed up and watched it, I'm not going to lie to you. Watched the
did
entire
too.
thing from start to finish. Was I on Instagram for 60 minutes of the night?
You can tell by the number of posts on Ryan's story as to how invested or how interested he actually is in the game. If you're just content creating for an hour and a half, I don't think you watched it.
It was just horrible.
Yep.
At least Liverpool were obvious in their just absolute destruction of us. This was like subtle bullying. Just the passing and the control. They destroyed us from start to finish. And 2-0 does not do that Man City performance justice. And credit where credit is
It was
due.
like something in a cartoon where the big villain lifts someone up by the shirt collar and the little guy's arms aren't long enough to reach them.
Yeah. So, did I prepare questions for this segment? No, because what more do you want me to ask? You can go and revisit those clips about Ollie and all them. But is there a more angular human being than Harry Maguire? Because that bloke is like, if a protractor has all the angles, a set square is like the one that's like really like right? Harry Maguire plays like a set square. He moves in 90 degrees only. How is he worth $80 million?
I mean, he should score more headed goals than he does for United, but the ball comes off one of the vertices on his cube head and it flies away.
And I feel bad because everyone roasts him and stuff like that. But you think about that kind of money and the kind of centre backs United could have got as a result. It's rough.
I mean, he didn't ask to be that expensive.
No, and that's fair.
And there's always a tax on English players. People forget about the homegrown player quota that is enforced in England. And also there's the general hype around England internationals.
Yeah.
That causes that kind of money to be spent. But he is Manchester United captain. He's a grim state of affairs. Look, I don't think he really had anything much to do with the result.
No, I wasn't. I was just asking the question, why does he move like a set square? The result itself was just a shocker.
Yeah. He didn't look too great. I think he's been overplayed, but with Varane having the hamstring injury, kind of have to start him. I mean, you've got Eric Bailly in there, who's a bit of a Stefan de Vrij himself. Just like bad things happen to him. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, and bad things happen to Eric Bailly.
I thought he played well in midweek in the Champions League.
Yeah, he did all right.
Yeah, then he scored that own goal.
He was pretty found out on the Ilicic goal in the away leg.
But then here's the thing, right? Now I'm not going to get on Ronaldo, but Bruno Fernandes could have closed down faster for that first goal. Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire could have done better for that second.
This isn't on Bruno either. This is on the manager, and it's also in the way the wing backs are playing in this game, because United have suddenly gone to a back three, back five. It really is a back five. The way they play it, they're all in a line. And against City, they play with really high wingers. So who's marking the wingers? The wing backs.
Yeah.
Then who's marking the fullbacks?
Righto.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to play a back five against City, which Ole has done successfully before.
Yeah. He's got the best record against Guardiola.
He knows as much as anybody that, it's crucial to stop City's wing play, because they play so high and wide and they spread the field really far. And so, João Cancelo is such a creative player from that position, even though he's a right-footed player playing left back. He's still amazing in that role. And there was just no one marking. The wing backs have to play braver and higher. They have to be marking the fullbacks. And depending on which side the ball's on, the right or left-sided central defender has to go and mark the winger. And you have to shift the whole team across and back, and the whole thing has to go from side to side. That's the only way you can play that system against City. And they didn't. They just stayed in their positions.
So bad.
And the fullbacks had the ball unopposed, and then you were just waiting for Bruno to eventually get across. And he's actually marking both fullbacks in his role, because the two central midfielders obviously been told to stay put.
Yeah.
And so you've got two strikers who aren't doing anything defensively, which we've covered before. And it's just Bruno is the fall guy trying to get across.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. One person can't mark two players on opposite sides of the pitch.
Yeah.
So there was so many obvious, just logical faults. But what I will say is that Manchester United have beaten Manchester City 3 times under Ole with Dan James in the starting 11. So in a game like that, Dan James is better than Ronaldo.
Oh my.
What did Ronaldo do in that game? He didn't even touch the ball.
Here we go.
He had one chance, and that was it. Dan James, 3 from 3. Well, that's actually not accurate. It was like 3 from 5. But, you know.
I just want you to repeat that statement one more time. Just for anyone that didn't catch it in the back.
If you're going to play on the back foot like that against Man City and just play completely negative and try damage limitation the whole time, having someone like Dan James who's going to run hard and work hard for the team is more useful than having Ronaldo standing up front with his hands on his hips waiting for the ball.
All right, give me 1 second.
The other thing I want to say...
Wait. No. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
It's just going on the Instagram story, I imagine.
1 second. We'll edit this out if he doesn't pick up.
Okay.
But it'll be... I just want... Wagwan.
Oh my days. Here we go. We're about to do this.
Yeah. So we're live. We're filming. All right. And yeah. So yeah, say hi to everyone.
This is the guy always leaving the angry comments.
Okay. So literally, right? I wasn't trying to do nothing. I wasn't doing nothing for the content or the clicks. This is the one-liner he just hit me with. Dan James is better than Cristiano Ronaldo in the Manchester derby.
My days. The thing is, can I say this in front of the crowd? I'm a fanboy, and I admit I'm a fanboy. But Josh is a professional, but he's a professional hater as well. There's a difference there. I am a fanboy, but you can't be a hater and a professional. That's all I'm saying.
Hear me out, Yaz. Hear me out. Hear out my argument. Like Ryan's, quoted me out of context there.
Put the camera back on him.
Back on who?
Your framing is really bad.
Yeah,
Ryan.
sorry. There you go.
Right
Yep.
So, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has beaten Manchester City 3 times with Dan James in the starting 11 because they were playing defensive football, playing on the counter-attack, and Dan James works hard and he's got pace in the other direction. Mm-hmm. If you're not going to change the game plan at all, if that's going to be the same thing that you try, then having Ronaldo is useless compared to having a guy who runs like freight train.
Yeah, but you got Maguire and Shaw that are actually causing the issues, not Ronaldo. I don't know if you watched the game, but
I did watch it. No, but like the way Ollie's set up, and this is Ollie's fault for not utilizing the players he has at his disposal correctly. Mm-hmm. But the way they set up is they had 2 strikers not doing any work defensively; they're staying up there, and they had 5 at the back. The left and right centre backs are marking nobody because City only play 1 striker. The wing backs are marking the wingers because they play high and wide, and there's no one marking the fullbacks. So Bruno Fernandes is running left to right, trying to mark both fullbacks across the whole pitch. So, playing those sorts of players is useless.
City are going to be a possession team all the time. City will always dominate you on possession.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Ronaldo is useless in that fixture because.
Yeah, and I think having Ronaldo there pressing would be a waste of talent. You're never going to have Ronaldo pressing in Madrid, in Juventus. You have him there to score the chances. When he gets 2 seconds, he had a volley. Yeah. He nearly scored because that's why he's there. He's there to finish.
Yeah, well, maybe you can carry Ronaldo, but you can't carry anybody else defensively. And who started up front with him? Was it Greenwood or Rashford? I can't remember. It was Greenwood. Yeah, Greenwood doesn't do anything either. He doesn't defend at all either. So you got 2 players not doing anything. If you're going to play with Ronaldo up there, he has to be surrounded by people who would do the work for him.
Yeah, it's defensive work, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, we know he's not going to press. That's the same with Messi. Messi isn't a presser.
No, but wouldn't it be more effective?
No one brought Messi up. No one brought Messi up.
No one brought him up.
Why are you bringing Messi up? No one's talking about Messi.
Example, because we're talking goats, all right? We're talking goats, so I just thought I'd give you an
example. So there you go. That was my argument. Dan James, in this fixture, would have been more useful than having Ronaldo.
I completely disagree, because I reckon the issue here is not having Ronaldo up there. The issue was having such a poor defensive lineup. You can't say, he beat them before so they could beat him again. Ronaldo isn't the issue here. I don't think he is.
Well, I walked you through my argument, Yaz.
You can't say, like Ryan, you watched the game as well. Shaw not defending that.
Yeah.
You blame Ronaldo for that?
Yeah, but it was just a matter of time. It doesn't matter who the defenders are. If you're going to play on the back foot like that, and you're not going to have every player doing their defensive job, you're going to concede eventually. It doesn't matter.
They conceded 2 goals. One was an own goal, so you can't. Who's to blame there?
Yeah, well, but maybe you can stop the cross coming in if you have 2 players defending that flank.
True, and Bissaka and Shaw are known not to drop back for some reason. Shaw has not.
But they were dropping back. They were all the way back. That was the problem. If you're gonna play a back three.
Shaw's defense. I don't know if you watched Roy Keane's analysis of Maguire and Shaw, but I'm with him 100% because he is. Yeah, he's spot on with everything you said about them.
Yeah, but you saw the game as well. City were toying with them. Like, they would have scored eventually. It doesn't matter about the individual mistakes. Someone's going to make a mistake. If the other team has the ball for that long and they're putting that much pressure on you, you're going to score eventually. It would have, if it wasn't Shaw's mistake, it would have been Maguire, it would have been Baye, it would have been Fred. Like, one of these players is going to make an error eventually with that much pressure on them.
True, but these guys make errors every single game. I kid you not, I've been watching every single game for United this season. Every game Maguire's been super slow. He's still having a bender after the Euros. I'm not sure what he's doing, but homeboy he's cooked. He hasn't done shit since the start of the season.
Wait. So before this season, how many United games did you watch?
Before this season.
Yeah. Yeah, shush, man. All right, see you later. Bye.
Little cameo there.
Yeah, so there you go.
I didn't feel like there was like a lot of joined up thinking in his answer. Because one week, like 1 second it's Ollie's fault, the next second it's individual mistakes from the players. It's like everybody else's fault except Ronaldo. I'm not saying it's Ronaldo's fault for not doing what he's asked to do, because clearly Ollie's not asking them to do anything else.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's just that you have to have either players around him that will make up for his shortfall, or you have to play a completely different style of football. It means you're in control of the game and you don't need your strikers like playing behind the ball.
Yeah. Well, look, that was really fun for me to be a part of.
You were just watching a tennis match there.
It was a stroke of content genius, I might say, to have done that.
I don't know how you're going to edit that down.
We're not.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're not editing that down.
All
That's
right. This
bloody
is going
brilliant.
out raw, is it? All right.
Yeah. So, we're clear on the derby? We're good?
Yeah, Premier League predictions, I
I
think.
enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah.
Yaz just texted, watch your ratings go up.
Oh, dear.